Hey Christina, it's Logan McIvor, and I'm doing my weekly challenge reflection in video form, as you and I had discussed previously about week 3 of our course. And today I'm going to be talking to you about why I picked what challenge I did and how it helped me. I'm going to show you the pictures that I took and then go into a little bit of like how it was easy, how it was hard, how it helps myself, how it helped others, or how it can help others. So for the weekly challenge reflection, I had picked the weekly challenge that we had of photo appreciation. Now, the reason I picked photo appreciation is because I'm a broadcaster by trade and I do photography in my spare time. I'm no professional, mind you, but I am an amateur and I love what I do there. I mean, I've taken baby photos, I've taken just portraits, I've taken landscapes for people, I've even done a few like clientele things. I don't even know how to get into that without going too long in this video. Now, some of the really positive things about this challenge were that for me, photography is something I can just do. I don't really have to think about it. I just take a picture and it's there. And I mean, yeah, I put a little bit of thought into it. I focus, I white balance, everything else you have to do. But for me, it's almost therapeutic because I just don't have to worry about anything else. I just shut my mind down and I focus on my camera or my phone, whichever one I'm taking the picture on, and I just go. I just let go of anything that I'm feeling at the moment, and I don't have to focus on anything else except for what I'm doing at the moment. One of the challenges I had with this challenge was actually being able to find something I wanted to talk about every day with a picture. I mean, there's tons of things to appreciate in the day. I mean, you wake up, oh look, it's a beautiful day outside, or oh my god, my favorite pancakes, thanks mom, or like, oh, hey, I got 100% on a test. Hey, wouldn't that be great to talk about? But the thing is trying to find something that you appreciate every day and just one thing to talk about. I know it was kind of like when you find something you appreciate, you take a photo of, but it's like, you don't want to have like a billion pictures going right here or over the screen. So I had to actually find something I wanted to talk about every day, which was a little bit challenging because I like to talk. I just blah, 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 all day long. So, I mean, that was a main challenge with this challenge, was trying to find one thing to talk about every day and like one picture to talk about every day. So now I'm going to show you the pictures that I took every day and give you a little brief description of them. They're going to go up on the screen here, and then I'm going to disappear for a little bit and I'll be back in a sec. Alright, so the first picture is actually a picture of me and my nephew on Snapchat, and I took this picture because I really appreciate that he's in my life and that he makes me really happy, and then I always get to see his smile when I go over and he's always like, Uncle Logan, look at my room, and then like his room is not anywhere near clean, but I'm like, oh yeah buddy, but maybe we should clean this up a little bit so your mom doesn't get upset, and then we hang out and we play games together, and he just makes me really happy. Next up, I got a picture of me and my study group at school. These are probably some of the best friends that I've made over the course of the past year. I mean, I went through a little bit of a rough spot earlier this year with my friends kind of just leaving me hanging, or people that I thought were my friends just left me hanging, and then I met this group of people and they've really made an influence on my life, and I'm really happy that I did get to meet them. So I just wanted to take this on one of our lab days and just say, yeah, I really appreciate all of them. Next up is 2 sets of pictures. It's actually all of my tattoos, and I organized them from when I had taken them, and then another one that's more recent. I appreciate all my tattoos actually because they all mean something to me, and it's not just, oh, I like to fish so I got a fish, or a paper airplane because I got a paper airplane. The fish is actually for my brother, and he's autistic, so I wanted to make sure that I always had a piece of him with me. And then I'm getting the same fish swimming down on my other leg, and it's going to have the autism puzzle pieces in it, so then that way it's me and him both on my body somewhere, and then that way I can always have them with me. I know I already talked about friends a little bit, but this one is a selfie I took with my ex-boyfriend, who is still my best friend. I really appreciate that he stayed in my life after that, because me and him, we just have this dynamic with each other that we always just work with each other. I don't know any better way to explain it. He's just my best friend, and I really appreciate that he's still in my life. And I mean, this one's a little bit of I don't know, I feel like it's a bit of a cop-out. I took a picture of my vape because it's really helped me moving forward and quitting smoking effectively. I mean, it's been about 2 months since I've actually had a cigarette now, and I feel a lot better. I can breathe a lot better, and I feel like I want to get back out there and be able to do things that I used to do. Second to last is this pin. It says Jillian on it. I found it when I was cleaning out my room, and my mom actually saved it from when I was a baby, and it's what my grandpa thought that I was going to be a girl, and he had this pin made, and I really appreciate it, because it's like, wow, you actually went through the effort to have a pin made for me when you thought that I was going to be born a girl. But you know what, I'm a guy, but you know what, I still really appreciate it, so thanks, Grandpa. And last but certainly not least is a selfie from me. I took this picture when on a day that I was feeling like really depressed and upset, and I really appreciated the fact that I got out of bed to go do something that day, and that was actually shooting a video for a production company I'm doing with my friends, and I'm just happy that I was able to force myself out of bed to go help them and go do what we had to do. Hey, I'm back. So I hope you liked all those pictures that I took, and just so you know, I'm moving on to the next question on your rubric, which is, why does this help my health? Like I mentioned earlier, photography for me, I get to just shut down and focus on one thing while I'm taking the picture. But that works for me in multiple ways, because I get to take pictures whenever, actually. I was almost gonna go into a long list of things, but I can take pictures whenever. When I'm happy, when I'm sad, when I'm angry, or like when I'm having a really bad depressive episode, or I'm like feeling really anxious, I just take out my camera or my phone and I start taking pictures and like focusing on things and taking pictures, zooming in, zooming out, changing the colors, changing filters, changing all this other stuff. And it really helps to take away from what I'm feeling at the moment. Like if I'm happy, I mean, it makes me happy, but it helps me not focus on any negative emotions when I'm feeling them. And then a way that this could be helpful to others is if people are feeling depressed, anxious, or they're going through a really rough time, whatever it may be, and they just don't know what to do, just take out your phone or your camera if you have one, and try and find something around you that you really appreciate, whether that be your friends. Like you saw a picture of me and all my friends together. I put a couple of them up there because I have a lot of friends and I appreciate them. So I mean, it's as simple as that. It's a really simple thing to do in a day to help you distract yourself and be able to focus on the positive. Okay, so that's the end of my weekly challenge reflection. I hope you liked this video as well as the pictures I took. And if you have any more comments, questions, or concerns, feel free to shoot me an email and we can talk about it then. Thanks, Christina.